Hello everyone! Guys, welcome to the Kevin BKT show! Guys, thank you so much for being here and watching this show. Guys, go right now and check my Instagram out. Today, I'm not going too far because my guest today is our town manager, the Shrewsbury town manager. Senhoras e senhores, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kevin Mizikar. Hello, Kevin. Thank you so much for being here. It's a great pleasure to have you on my show. How are you doing? How's everything?
Everything's great. I appreciate the opportunity to be here with you. Thanks so much for inviting me.
You're welcome. No, thank you for being here. So, Kevin, the first thing I would like to know is to become a town manager, how does it work? Do you have elected by the residents or appointed by someone else? How's that?
The town manager is appointed. It's not an elected position, so it's appointed by what's considered the chief elected board. So in Shrewsbury, that's called the Board of Selectmen. So they're the chief elected officers, and there's 5 of them, and a majority of them must vote to appoint the town manager.
Cool. Great. So, and Kevin, so, some cities, they have mayors, right? And why over here in Shrewsbury, you're the town manager and not the mayor? What's the difference?
Sure, that's a really good question. So, a mayor is the chief elected or chief executive officer of a municipality, and they are normally elected. So, the mayor is certainly, kind of more of a traditional title that many people recognize as the leader of a local government. And there's a lot of similarities between my position. Obviously, the biggest difference is that I'm not elected, but I share many responsibilities that a mayor would have. And the responsibilities that I don't have that a mayor would have fall to the Board of Selectmen, who again are 5 members that are elected by the Shrewsbury residents. So and many of the things that we do on a day-to-day basis are similar. And outside of not being elected, I'm not involved in politics. So mayors are political beings. Mayor Marty Walsh from the city of Boston, he's a Democrat, and he carries forward political actions in addition to his responsibilities as kind of being the person that carries out the executive functions of the government. I'm not political at all. In fact, I swear to not be political and serve all factions of the town in an apolitical way and make all judgments that will benefit the greater good, without any other influence. So those are some of the differences between the town manager's position and the mayor's position.
Cool. Awesome. So, what exactly is your job? What do you do? What are your duties as a town manager? Do you have some responsibilities as a mayor?
Yeah, sure. A lot of similar responsibilities as a mayor. In a single sentence, I would say that, I'm responsible for the day-to-day operation of everything that goes on in the town of Shrewsbury, except the schools. So that falls to Dr. Sawyer, superintendent of schools. But anything else that you see in the town of Shrewsbury, whether it's police officers or firefighters or Department of Public Works employees like water and sewer, all the employees at the town hall, They fall under my position, and I'm the person that appoints or chooses most of those positions based upon their qualifications. I have other very specific duties, along with appointing employees and selecting employees. I'm responsible for the financial management of the town, so I'm the town's chief financial officer, and I'm charged with building the budget and ensuring that the town's bylaws or our own local laws are enforced and carried out appropriately.
Okay, so as a manager, I assume that you have someone else that's above you, right? Who do you have to report to? Like, who's your boss?
Sure. So my formal boss are the 5 members of the Board of Selectmen that are directly elected by the voters of Shrewsbury. I'm also responsible, I feel professionally, to the residents of the town of Shrewsbury, because it is my job to provide them with services on a day-to-day basis, understand their concerns, help ensure that they have recreational amenities, that their trash gets picked up on time, that their water's clean. Now, certainly I have a huge team that helps me do that, but it ultimately comes to me if things aren't working out right. I'm the one that has the responsibility to find a way to fix them with my team. So, yep, my boss is the five. I actually have 5 people that are my boss, the Board of Selectmen.
Great job, thank you. So Shrewsbury Police Department has a new chief, right? Chief Kevin, also Kevin. Since July last year, right? Who finds the new chief? Is that also part of your duty?
Yep, absolutely. That is my responsibility to select the chief of police's position. And in order to do that, we did an internal posting and looked at our high-ranking police officers, interviewed a number of them, and understood what their vision was of the department, how they wanted to run it, what their goals were. And I had the help of residents. I appointed a group of residents to help me interview people, also assisted by the assistant town manager, Kristen Lass. So there's very few things that I do on my own. I like to have the input of a number of people, but yes, I am responsible for the appointment of Chief Anderson, and I'm certainly really proud, not only because he's another Kevin like us, but also because he's doing a really good job in moving the department forward.
Okay, so great. By the way, you used to be a town administrator, right?
That is right.
In Leicester, right?
Leicester, yes, sir.
So you have a new Beale School building, right? Do you have any ideas when the school is going to be done?
Sure, yeah. It's a very long project to build a school like that. It's a huge building. It's 142,000 square feet, and we're actually about 75% done with it right now. And the contractor who's responsible for the actual work out in the field targets being mostly completed, over 95% done by June. And that will give town employees the opportunity to start getting the furniture in there throughout the course of the summer. And we hope to be able to open it this coming fall. So students will be arriving there, hopefully everyone at the same time next fall for the entire school year.
Cool, great. So, and why did the town have to build a new school in a different location? Was that because we have more students in town or another plan?
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's because our elementary schools, where we have students in kindergarten through grade 4, were overcrowded. Um, kind of bursting at the seams, too many students, not enough classrooms. So we worked with a state entity called the Massachusetts School Building Authority, and they provided us financial assistance with a grant to help us build that building. And the current Beale School was only 30,000 square feet, and this one again is 140,000 square feet. It's going to be big enough for almost 800 students. So not only will the students from the current Beale School on Maple Avenue, those classrooms transition there, but we're going to relieve overcrowding at all the schools and do a complete redistricting plan. So, yep, it should make everyone's learning environment much better.
Awesome, great. And what you guys what are you guys going to do with the old Beale School building?
We're not sure yet. There's been a committee that's been working for about the last year and a half, and their job is to determine how to best reuse the building, whether that's sell it to a private development company, or something else. They've actually put out a document called a request for proposals to have people put bids in and help us try to meet a future vision. And we've had one respondent come back in, and we're currently determining if that's the right thing to do. So, it's right in the heart of the town center, which is, on our top priority list to reinvigorate and, breathe some life and get some more businesses and housing in that area. So we think that's probably a really good use for it in the future, but not sure if we have the right company yet or not. It's still up in the air at this point.
Okay, so great. So Kevin, now with the COVID, we all have to change our lives, right? And the way we do things. How's the town today? Are we going down are we going down with the numbers of people with the virus?
Yeah, so right now the numbers are looking really good. They're coming way down. The winter months, November and December and January were really bad, really high numbers. Up, several hundred, 800 every month, and the numbers are much lower now. We were experiencing like 40 or 50 new cases a day for a while, and now it's down to like 8 or 9. Some days less than 5. So the numbers are looking really good as far as positive cases go, and hopefully that trend continues.
Yeah, awesome, great. And so many Shrewsbury first responders received the vaccine, right? And now the group is over 75 years old, right? Have you or Shrewsbury Health Department came up with a plan for the time when everyone can get the vaccine? The general group, right?
Yeah. So actually, right now the minimum age is 65. So just over the last few weeks, it's gone down. So that's a good thing. We are working with our partners at the state to assist them in any way that we can. So we have a good partnership with the City of Worcester for public health services, and we've signed our residents up to go to the Worcester Senior Center for vaccines. The way that the state is currently orchestrating or providing the vaccine to residents is through a few select locations. So right now, the town of Shrewsbury staff is not providing the vaccine, but we are working to make sure that residents that need help to get signed up and get their vaccine, that we're helping them do that. We may be helping individuals get rides to the vaccine, but right now we're not doing it directly ourselves. There's a very big site in the city of Worcester at Worcester State University. And then there's a couple other new locations within the general area that individuals can get their vaccine. So we're doing our best to help, but we don't have a primary role right now.
Awesome, great. And do you have any information at this time when the last phase will begin and how people would go about getting the vaccination? Where to go if they need an appointment?
Yep. So the best place to go is the state of Massachusetts website, and they've made a lot of improvements. So it's mass.gov/COVID, and you can find the vaccine information off of that main page, right off the front page of the state's website. So I don't know whenever the final phase will be, whenever kind of the rest of the general public would be. But I think it's still going to be at least another 6 or 8 weeks from now. As you've probably heard a lot about, there's just not a lot of vaccine available. They're still manufacturing it, and the state is still only receiving about 130,000 doses a week. So that's not a lot. There's 6 million residents that live in Massachusetts, so that's going to take us a long time. So as the vaccine levels come up, it should move more rapidly. I would hope, it's my hope for the general public to all be vaccinated sometime by the middle to the end of June, and hopefully the vaccine levels get there. But there's no clear plan at this point.
Great. And do you think this vaccine will be something that we will have to take every year, like the flu shot?
I haven't heard the final word on that yet. I've heard in some cases that yes, that is going to be the case, that it will need to be done, but I'm not sure anyone knows yet. It's obviously we did a really good job of getting the vaccine manufactured and studied to make sure it was safe for everyone to take, and it certainly is. But I think we're going to have to see the results. The good news is, though, is that the first distribution of the vaccine started in the middle of December of 2020. So we're starting to get into, the 4th month, the 5th, and we'll soon be in the 5th month since the first Americans were vaccinated. So we're going to learn more and more and more about how long it lasts. So that's, as far as I know, that hasn't been decided yet.
Okay. So now I want to know about my school vacation. Is the town running a recreation program this year?
Over the summer? Is it for the summer?
Yes.
Yes, that is our plan. We are doing everything we can to be ready to run our summer recreation programs. Hopefully they're as good as a quote normal year, if not a little bit better. We're really excited to be offering them again. We certainly missed everyone this summer. And that is 100% our plan to provide recreation programs.
Great. So for this year, 2021, what do you think are going to be your challenges based on the COVID for the town?
Yeah, so we have a lot of challenges related to kind of our financial situation, how much money we have. Some of the money that we receive from taxes is dependent on people going out to eat at restaurants. Some of it's dependent on people sleeping in hotel rooms and, traveling. Some of it is dependent on people buying cars. And that's certainly been really different over the last year. So we will have less revenue, less money to spend. So it may impact our services. And we're having a long conversation right now about how much money we have for schools and things like that. So, but besides that, it will be to continue to make sure that we work with our public health officials to monitor the variants of COVID that are out there, and ensure that the state and the federal rules are enforced just to keep everyone safe. I know everyone wants to run out the door and resume their normal life. We certainly want everyone to do that, but we'll just have to keep monitoring the situation and looking at the positive cases if they start to pop up, just to try to keep everyone safe. So we have some financial challenges, and then the public health challenge of COVID-19 certainly isn't going away this year.
Awesome. So, Kevin, I really want to thank you for this moment. Thank you so much for this opportunity. This means a lot to me, and you helped a lot, okay? I learned a lot from this.
Thank you so much, Kevin. I appreciate the opportunity to be with you.
No, thank you for being here. So guys, this was Kevin Mizikar. Guys, I hope you guys like it. Go right now to my Instagram and follow me.
Thank you. It was a lot of fun. Thank you so much.
See you guys next time. Bye. Ciao, gente.